What's up, everybody? It is me, King Alpha. Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Saturday to everybody that is out there, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. So I got some gameplay for you guys, and I also am going to talk about the 5 best sights I feel to use in this game. I will say this: they're all sights that are low zoom, nothing's high zoom. And the reason why I don't use high zoom type of sights is because of the fact that I'm always close to medium range, and the sights that I use always helps me with medium range anyways. Long distance you can still do it as well, but you obviously won't have a really precise picture when it comes to sights that are like high zoom and stuff. But I'm gonna give you guys the 5 best sights in my opinion, and if you guys have just a different perspective or something, let me know. If you enjoyed other sites, let me know. But these are the 5 best sights that help me out with whenever I use a gun that I don't like the iron sights, or that I feel like I can put a sight on this gun and it will just make it even better. So first sight is the Corp Combat Halo sight. So the Halo sight, come on, everybody's always loved the holographic sight in any Call of Duty, and on this gun in particular, the G36 for example, it helps out so much with like the precise sight picture, but additionally it just helps out with I feel like it makes the gun stable. I don't know why, it just makes the gun stable when I'm actually shooting someone. And I've put this on the Ram 7, I've put it on multiple other guns, and the Halo sight is just a really good sight to use, and I'm actually even preferring it sometimes more than the other sights that I used to use all the time. But the next sight I do have is the Viper Reflex sight. Now I like the Viper Reflex sight because it gives you a really precise picture, but when I'm talking about really precise picture, it gives you enough that you're able to see your surroundings when you're actually aimed down sight. Some sights, what I don't like is that when you're actually aiming down sight, it's so zoomed in on one person, like on the person itself, that you don't get to see if there's maybe multiple enemies. For example, the reason why I don't use this Cronin LP94 mini reflex or whatever is because of the fact that this reflex, this little mini reflex, for some reason it's so zoomed in, and you're just like, if it's a mini reflex, why is it so zoomed in? I don't know. It's just, it makes no sense, and I don't like this one at all because it just doesn't give you a nice picture. It doesn't, I feel like it just has my gun going everywhere when I'm using the sight for some reason, and it's just not the type of sight that I like. Same for this one as well. This one is like, I feel like it takes forever to use this one, and it's like even really like, it feels super close up. It's ugliest sight probably too. But yeah, the other one I like is the Solo Zero Optics Mini Reflex. This is the one I'm talking about. This one actually allows you to get a nice little picture, but then it also allows you to see everybody else around you. It gives you great just control of your gun when using the reflex sight, and it feels right whenever you're using it on the right gun. So definitely want to really put out there that this sight is a really great sight to use compared to the other little mini reflex that the Cronin one, because this one it's about the same size, but it just always gives you a precise picture, and it just helps out so much when it comes to actually aiming down sights. Then we have over here the GI Mini Reflex. Now guys, I love the GI Mini Reflex. The reason why I love this sight is because of the fact that it has, again, just a really nice picture, but the little mini reflex sights are just always great. It's just they're great. Whatever reticle you're using with it, it's not too big. It's just the right size so that you can actually see your enemy. You can actually shoot multiple enemies all at once and everything. So definitely keep in mind with the GI Mini Reflex that it is a great sight. I know on some other guns you can actually get this really early, but if you're struggling with the iron sights, I know some people say I cannot use iron sights on a lot of guns. These sights right here are probably the best to use when it comes to these guns because of the fact that it just helps out with gameplay, it helps out with mobility, it helps out with your accuracy. It just helps out in general with making the gun better. Now I do want to give this gun, this sight, a actual just big little, I don't know how many have I said? 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, so I was right. So I do want to say that the monocle, right? Okay, I love this sight. I really, really do. And for some reason on the Ram 7, this sight is insane. And it makes the gun like crazy accurate. And it's wild. It's really wild. I will say that. But this sight in general is great. Like, I love it. It feels different too when you're using the gun. But my God, like, you'll see a lot of people using this sight because of the fact that it has such a precise picture. And because of the fact that the lens are different, it just allows you to just shoot straight, and it's wild. It's just wildly good. Now another sight I wanted to actually talk about that's really interesting is the aim op. Now the aim op, right, hear me out. If you try the aim op, which I know for one of the reticles you actually need to use the aim op, it's a really great sight. It's a really great sight, but on certain guns. I've realized that a lot with this sight in particular. It's good on LMGs. It's good on guns that basically almost have no recoil. So like the M13, the PKM, the M91, certain guns that just really work with the sight, and it just makes it really great. But what I love about this sight as well is because of the fact that, you know, it feels like you're aiming down sight just fine. It is a bit more zoomed in than usual, but I feel like you can take out multiple enemies all at once when using this sight, and it just helps out a lot in general. So those are my top 5 best sights. Now I just want to go over here with the reticles. The reticles, I haven't unlocked for example, these little reticles over here. I think I really want this one, the close quarters one. However, you know, I'm good with this sight that I'm using right here, which is the witch sight. I love the Halo reticle sight for this one because it just works well. Like, this one feels too big, but this one's just the right size that I can shoot multiple enemies and not have to worry about the sight being too big like this, or something like this where, yeah, it's cool, but it looks cool, but is it going to help me with gameplay when using this sight? So definitely use the witch sight if you're going to be using that one. And then if you're going to be using, for example, the Viper, I would definitely suggest trying to get all the way to the Division sight, because the Division sight is sick, and it looks so precise. And I remember in all the other Call of Duties I used to use this sight, this little reticle sight as well, whenever it was available. So definitely try and use that as well. I'm just gonna say right now, guys, that I hope you guys do enjoy the rest of the gameplay. I have some gameplay for you guys that I'm gonna be showing off with the holographic sight with the Ram 7. But yeah, if you guys let me know what you guys think about the sights, what's your favorite sights, if anything, and just what do you feel, what sights did I not mention? I know some people really love the thermal sights. Not my cup of tea, because I'm always just running around, but maybe on maps that they're running around in, like the trees on farmland or something like that, or it's a bit dark or something, then I understand. But it's just not my cup of tea when it comes to certain sights. So let me know what you think about certain sights. Let me know what you think about the sights that I use. Which one's your favorite? I think personally my favorite is the GI Mini Reflex and the holographic sight. Those two by far I've always loved, and they just help me out so much on the guns. I hope to see you guys in another video. Let me know what you think, and hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm also getting a shit ton of texts right now for some reason, but yeah, really weird. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.
UAV is remote. RTC for resupply.
Friendly IAV dropping in. We've got air cover.
Signal lost. UAV down.
We're taking Alpha. Friendly UAV overhead. Stand by. Enemy cruise missile incoming. Lost Delta.
so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.